Hello everyone, I welcome you all to a new episode of Amor Fati. Now enough yapping, let's get right into it. Well, first I have to say some they all must be conversing. It's better they work things out. I lay my head back and close my eyes. Maybe Monika isn't so bad after all. Maybe it was a good thing I gave it another chance. Honestly, I don't think things could have. I'm back! Jesus! No! Just Monika. Okay, that's the only thing I'll give Amor Fati. That's a funny way to reference it. Long talk. It was actually cut short. A nurse came in and told Sarah it was time for her treatment to start. So I was asked kindly to leave. Oh. Well, today's been quite a day, hasn't it? Yes, it has. How do you feel about dinner? I don't know. It feels weird considering I had dinner with Yuri last night. Well, you're not sleeping around. Besides, Sarah would want you to be out socializing with friends. Right, that's what she would want me to do. Something's on your mind, Atazoth? It's nothing. Let's go. So, where to? Steak dinner? One big juicy ribeye steak? Very funny. Oh, right. You're a vegan. You can enjoy a light salad. Are you done? I know I'm a vegan, but you don't have to make fun of it. So, where do you want to go that's not a steakhouse? You know a lot of places, don't you? After all, you are popular with a lot of friends. I'm sure you know all the cool places. Of course I do. Lead the way then. Alright, this way. This little place has everything. This is a burger shop. I know, but I like their salads. We look up to the cashier and order. One garden salad with a medium drink. One quadruple cheeseburger with extra 4 cheeses, extra bacon, all the sauces you have. A large order of chili cheese fries with extra onions and pepper jack cheese. And then an extra large salmon shake, a side order of mayo. And I don't know, extra order of large fries. Throw in a triple scoop sundae with extra hot fudge and nuts as well. Will that complete your order? Yes. Your order will be out in a minute. Monika reluctantly pulls out her wallet and pays for the meal. I could hear audible cursing from within the kitchen. We take a seat and wait. So, are you always like this? Sarah tells me you're never like this. Like what? Rude? It's like you're going out of your way to push my buttons. Maybe I'm just testing how stoic you are. Why is the MC such an asshole? Bloody hell, I dislike this MC so much. In that case, I find your behavior very non-stoic. What makes you say that? Understand you don't like me and that you don't entirely trust me, and to a degree you would be entitled to that notion. However, that does not excuse your actions. If you're going to accuse and throw stones, make sure others aren't going to throw stones back. What's that supposed to mean? What I'm saying is this. You can judge only when you have committed no crimes. Are you saying that to make me feel guilty? No, not at all. I'm simply making a point. I don't hold a grudge against you, but it doesn't stop me from commenting on your actions. So, are you going to scold me and tell me why I should be vegan? Because if you are, please don't. You do your thing, I'll do mine. I wasn't going to. Well, now I'm curious. Why did you want to become a vegan? Don't change the subject. Now, as I said before, I find your actions very unstoic. You don't accuse or mock others when you please, and act stoic when it's convenient. And? What about it? Eri tells me you two had a great night last night, and you were willing to listen to her and even showed gratitude. And yet when it's you and I receive nothing short of negativity. That's just karma. Don't act like you're in the right here. You're just as guilty. You accused me of being responsible for Sari's condition. What do you mean? Don't play stupid, you know what you told Sari. But you know what? She told me you were also a part of the problem. Maybe you should take a moment to look at yourself. Oh yeah? And what are you doing about it? I can ask you the exact same question. Because to me it looks like you're doing nothing. Well, excuse me, but who's taking care of Sari's house right now? Because it's not you. And who's being stubborn and won't acknowledge that they're a part of the problem? Because it's not me. Because I'm the one being dismissive. Do you all want to keep going back and forth? Did you forget I was the debate team leader? Like I'm supposed to be scared that you know the art of bullshitting. Good for you. Alright, nothing I say will get through to you. Sarah was right when she said you really are a part of the issue. Neither of us are gonna help Sarah Vicky Becker. Now! And now... Oh, wait, my camera is a bit off. Why? Now you act mature, eh? Now you want to be the voice of reason? By this point, Sarah would have told us both to stop. Look, I've said some things behind your back, but you've done the exact same thing, so we're even. Fine, but that doesn't excuse you. By the way, you owe me $30. For what? For what's about to be on your plate, you glutton. Now look who's accusing. Maybe dinner with you wasn't a good idea. Maybe, but it's too late to walk away now. In reality, this is a great learning opportunity. Of course, I get to see the worst in people and make the most of it. I'm not the worst person, you know. Ever hear of The Last Man? No, I haven't. To put it simply, they are so despicable that they'd rather drag society down with them. So shallow and empty, they seek every material pleasure that the world can offer. They claim to have found true happiness, but in reality, they're just hollow shells. They're empty on the inside. They would rather stay complacent in their own ideals. Why don't we use my veganism as an example, since you seem so fixated about it? Alright. I'm sure you've heard a lot of bad rap about vegans, about how they can be so aggressive and the likes. And while some people may push my buttons about it, to suffice some more, I would never force them to conform to my way of living. I've had other friends order what you order, and I happily pay for it. Why do you pay for it? I thought vegans discourage meat consumption. Because that's the nature of things, and instead of forcefully explaining to them that their diet is wrong, I prefer to be indifferent to their choices and move on, and more often than not, they'll do the same. Easier said than done, of course, but even if I make no impact at all in this world, I will have lived my life quietly and virtuously. So, after all of this, living is about smoothly going from day to day. In a manner of speaking, yes. So, why did you become a vegan? I became a vegan because of how bad the carbon footprint is. It takes a lot more resources to cultivate enough livestock to feed the population, and sometimes those products end up as waste. Often. More than you think. And seeing how many animals die on it out there already processed meat thrown away, or to have many die to satisfy one's gluttony, it's like they existed for nothing. I'm not calling you fat by any means, just stating my thoughts. You see, I don't go out of my way to bring others down to my level or to my train of thought, whereas others, less notable vegans, would scream in your face for even entering a place like this. So that's why you chose this place? You wanted to show me that you're not one of them? That's one reason. Seems self-righteous, but whatever. Think of it what you will, even if it's just one small minute difference, I'm happy knowing that they won't end up going to waste. They're not entirely wasted. Their corpses go nurture the ground below them, right? True. But when you make it sound like their only reason to live was to die and feed the earth, and that is something that doesn't sit well with me. And what would you say? That's a bit of a tough question to answer. We're talking about farm animals that were bred and raised to be killed and harvested, and yet some animal products never even make it through. Imagine being born, unable to carry out the purpose destiny has laid out for you. For a cow, it's just a mirthless death. As for humans, I can't even describe how terrible of a feeling it can be. I can only imagine, Monica. I think our food is ready. I'll go get it. I stood up and walked towards the counter. Sure enough, our food was ready. I come back and set it on the table. We eat and talk about school and such. Somehow our conversation drifts to the nature of depression. What it is and such, as well as Sarah. We both try to discuss and find some answer to it. Of course, Monica is the way she is. Always has the need to be right. You have the need to always be right, you fucking cunt. I hate to ask, but do you think that even if we try our best for Sarah, she might choose to not get better herself? That even if we do get her the love and care and the help she needs, that she might only go with it to only get us to be quiet? That's not out of the realm of possibility. One of my cousins lost her son. For a year she was always emotionally drained, depressed thinking of her lost son, even got into alcoholism because of it. We tried everything to help her out, different therapies, Alcoholics Anonymous sessions with others who have lost a child. Oh, Alcoholics Anonymous dash sessions with others who lost a child. That would otherwise be a very specific session. But she didn't really do anything about it. She's long since lived on her own, out God knows where. She's probably dead. And that's what scares me the most. Whenever I said I might end up the same way. I don't like telling this story, but you should at least know. Do you tell Sarah this story? Of course. She should know she isn't alone. I've lived and seen this time and time before as well. You mean you've seen what I've seen? What are you talking about? You said you've seen this time and again, right? Fucking Christ, you idiot, you buffoon! You stupid ass! Oh, I hate this MC so much, like irrationally so. Erin at time looked like me. What? No, you have it all wrong, Atazoth. I mean that I've seen this situation play out before. First with my cousin, then Yuri, now Sarah. Oh, something on your mind? Well, can I pick your brain about something? I'm all ears. Suppose the universe is infinite, and there are an infinite number of permutations. Do you think? I don't know where this is going. It's a faulty proof. Saying there is an infinite amount of timelines the universe can take only to show that it will come back to where it once started is a faulty proof in its own logic. Oh, forgive me, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'll let you finish. Right. Putting math and logic aside, is it possible that an infinite universe could return to where it once came from? It's hard to say. Logic is so strange. You're not referring to eternal recurrence, are you? I think I heard of it, but I'm going to assume you'll explain it. Eternal recurrence states that the life you live is cyclical, that instead of having a finite end to it, such as dying and going to heaven, you instead live your life all over again and there's nothing new in it. Alright, but when one day a man has memories of his previous life, wouldn't he want to change some parts of his life and make things right? Yes, it would be only natural for almost any human to do that. However, there are those who wouldn't want their life any other way. Why would they do that? They call it Amor Fati. Is that an Amor Fati reference or a love of fate? For the sake of simplicity, it means they wouldn't want their life any other way. Don't bother me to death about loving or fate. I get it. It's the stoic hack to life. If you know it, then what seems to be the problem? I understand you're going through a hard time right now. You don't get it, Monika. I've lived this life over and over again. I only knew about Sayori Suse because I've seen her die time and time again. I've seen her hang herself, jump off the roof, stab herself with a knife. And now you're at the heart of it at all because you're the last person she ever talks to. Atazoth, that's nonsense. Is it, Monika? You're at least humor the idea. How else would I know all this? Maybe you passed out seeing her die for the first time and you're in a coma. Or you're in hell. Or maybe you're stuck in time. No, let me finish. But I'll assume that you're telling me the truth and that you are correct. You see this as being cyclical and that it's going to be an eternity. But your memories carry over. Yeah, and I'm losing my shit because of it. Let me finish! This is a stretch, but that means your life is still linear. Meaning there is still an end to it all. I don't have an answer for you, not now, or ever if what you say is true. That's it. It will get better and be over soon. Thanks for nothing. Atazoth, this is something no person could possibly be prepared for. I'm sorry I don't have everything you were hoping for, but no person could give you everything you want here. It's selfish to expect more than what nature provides. I truly am alone. I know you two are having a great time, but we're closing now. Time to go. Yeah, the two of us walk out the restaurant after making sure to leave our table as clean as when we got it. Well, this has been an interesting night. Agreed, but it doesn't mean it wasn't enjoyable. I guess. I'll see you later. Monika wishes me farewell as I walk off. I saw our conversation earlier. Monika, you always do it again and again. You never admit you're wrong. So sorry or not, it always ends like this. You always gotta have the last word. Atazoth. You. I, maybe I'm the cunt. I don't know. Maybe I'm the stupid one, but I swear to God, all you do is complain and be a bitch. Ah! What the hell? Eventually I make it back home and crash on the couch. I didn't even bother turning on the lights. It's already late into the night as it is. But now that I think about it, I've learned so much from her. Maybe I was wrong about Monika. Lies, all lies. Who's that? Nothing. It's just my imagination. I don't need to sleep. I need a special voice for that. It's been a long, tedious weekend. I still don't know what happened Friday. Whose voice had spoken to me? Well, I'm at the meetup place, although for how punctual Monika sounded when we made these plans, I got here first. I'm more than a little surprised. I decided to sit down by a wall and wait. The sun cooks my face as the minutes pass. It's almost slither by the time someone else comes along. Oh, dear. Atazoth, I hope I'm not late. No, you're the second one here, in fact. I've been here for, I don't know how long. But it's been a while. There's a ASMR. Do you know if the others are on their way? I know Monika told Natsuki and I to meet at this time. She wouldn't dismiss her own plans like this. Oh, I imagine she's on her way. She's probably just preoccupied. That came off a bit more cynical than I wanted it to. Please don't catch on your eye. They will be here soon. None of us would miss a chance to see our friend. Since we're out here waiting, I brought some water. Thank you for the offer, Yuri, but I'll be fine. The wait shouldn't be long. Time goes on and I can already feel the sunburn developing. Natsuki showed up a while ago. The reunion wasn't exactly heartwarming. The only thing keeping them from screaming at each other is that we're all here for the same reason. I can feel the tension as they glare at one another every once in a while. Should we just go and text Monika where we're going? I'm sure she will be here soon. She's normally very on top with these sorts of things. Right. I've been saying that for the past 2 hours, sir. I would have thought Monika would be here by now. 2 hours. We made plans and everything. I don't get it. There is no need to be so hard on Atazoth. When hasn't Monika pulled it through on us? You know what? If Monika wants to bail, that's her problem. I'm done waiting. You coming with Natsuki?
Sure, it beats waiting out in this heat. You come with us or what?
I... Okay, I'm coming with you. I'll just tell Monika we're already on our way. I'm sure she'll understand. I stand up from the ground and lead the way. Hello. Atazoth, you're back again. Here to visit Miss Sayori? Yes, I'm here, as are my friends here. That's wonderful. However, they can only allow one visit at a time.
What?
Hospital rules.
Oh,
You go ahead, Natsuki.
why don't you? Surely have some advice you can give to Sari.
I need to think about what I want to say to her.
You have it all weekend. You don't want to procrastinate, so that leaves one thing. You want to be here.
Of course I want to be here. I'm here to support Sari. Sari's my friend too.
You're not a good liar, you know that, right?
I... Just go on ahead, Natsuki.
You insist.
Natsuki walks off. Yuri takes a seat. I sit next to her. I know I probably shouldn't, but I can't hurt. I think I know why Monika isn't here. Why is that? I think what Monika had to do for me made a bigger impact in her life than I thought. So much that in a way it scares her. Well, whatever it is, it's probably best that Monika doesn't show up. Monika's half the reason Sarah's even here. Atazoth, don't say that. Why shouldn't I? You have no right to accuse anyone. Even if Monika is an offender, the blame doesn't fall only on her shoulders. Why are you sucking up to Monika? Because I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for her. What do you mean? I wasn't always the person you see today. For most of my life, I was a sad, lonely little girl. The only real friends I had were the ones in my books. Sometimes when I was younger, I would hug a book in my sleep to ease the loneliness in my heart. As I got older, I developed a deep-rooted obsession with knives. I used chunks of my allowance to purchase variety of them, and I'd use my skin to test them. A couple of months later, this has turned more into a form of catharsis. The feeling of the blade effortlessly carving through my skin could only be described as like an orgasm. And while it did help me cope with my issues for a while, I only felt more and more empty with each passing day, until one day when someone offered me to join their club. They were welcoming and kind, the first person I could truly call my friend. And for a time my cutting stopped completely. Time passed, and I eventually showed up my gratitude for them and opened up. I told them about my cutting problem, but then they ridiculed me and called me every name imaginable. I ran out to the clubroom in tears, said myself from that moment forward that friendship was that. Next day I couldn't bring myself to talk to or even look at the people around me. I stared at my assignment, asking myself what the point of it all was. Why I was even here. These questions lingered with me for weeks, torturing me until one Friday. That day, I had my best knife concealed snugly in my breast pocket, and I went out till the last class of the day. After a final bell rang, I wished my last remaining friend a nice weekend, and I took my leave to the bathroom. I stared for a while at the mirror. Their insults followed me there, echoing in my head, getting louder and louder until I hid myself in the stall, unable to look at myself anymore. I reached into my breast pocket and took out my knife, staring at it for a moment. I slashed it across my arms with all the anger my heart could summon, but nothing came from it, so I took the blade and I angled it up at my chest and ended it all. I welcomed it deep into my body as blood shouted down from my wounds, and I thought in that moment that my time was up and I rejoiced. But I heard the bathroom door open, a shriek following right after. A second later, the stall door opened and came in an unfamiliar face. Monika's. That's when I met her. She called for help and tried her best to stop the bleeding, and well, I'm sure I can fill in the gaps. Oh my god. Why are you telling me this? You wanted to know why I defended Monika, so I answered your question. There's just one last thing since I told you this story. What is it? Rhea lifted the hem of her shirt past her belly button. I could see large scars stretching across her stomach. My eyes go wide. Dear God. Rhea hides her scars once again, no longer out for the world to see. Every morning I have to wake up and see this. It's a constant reminder to the person I was once, to the life I used to live. I cannot go back in time and erase these scars, but I can decide what I do now. I can let it make me stronger and remind myself of the fragility that is a human life. That's what I strive to live for, to lead a better life. These scars of mine are a blessing in disguise. Taking my life was never the answer, but now the least I can do is build from my mistakes, learn from them, and teach others the errors of my ways in the hopes that they do not repeat my own. I see. That's a beautiful way to look at it, Yuri. And me, Yuri. You took the ugliest part of your life and made something beautiful out of it. Thank you. I see Natsuki coming back. Thank you for sharing this story with me, but you shouldn't be telling me this. Sadie needs to hear this more than I do. Okay. I'll be back soon. Natsuki came back. He stood up and walked to see Sari.
Thought I saw that as a new person.
Yeah, but what did it cost me?
Don't worry about it too much. You're gonna end up like Kira if you keep thinking like that.
That isn't so bad once you get to know her. Anyway, how was your visit?
Great. She's a different person, but in a good way. Like, she isn't as childish as she used to be. Normal requests and antics would piss me off. But we actually held a conversation far longer than we would have. So I'd say there's nothing to worry about. I never from Monika yet.
Let me see. I reached into my pocket and pulled out my phone. There is text. From Monika. Says she's on her way.
She'll be here soon. Monika wouldn't bail on us, especially at a time like this. Well enough, it feels sort of nostalgic to see Sarah again.
Well, I'm glad you had a good time with Sarah. She needs this chance to see her other friends.
And she's been real hard for her, but it's also gonna be hard for you too, right? I mean, you'll learn your best friend's been contemplating suicide for a long while.
Yeah. It's torture. I haven't been getting anywhere as much sleep as I used to. Countless nights I hear Sarah's cry. It says I'll close my eyes.
You have to tell me anymore. I know this is hard for you, so I will make you describe every detail.
Thank you.
We need to take care of yourself too. Relax, take things easy.
I wish I could. Honestly, wish I could take things easy. And well, as Sarah returns, we shall leave. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Press like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.